their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a tall order for a quarterback like him. And what I mean by that is, it's one thing to come into the playoffs with 16 starts under your belt and you've played every game and had a rhythm. It's quite another when you've played as few as he has so far this season. So he's got to come in here thinking, I'm here to win this game and transmit that message to his teammates so they have confidence as well. If he exudes the air that, hey, I'm just here trying not to lose it, this team's going to be in trouble.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. A strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. You were telling me this yesterday is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Harper. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, No matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Harper. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Henry running right. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. For just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harper. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Harper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harper finding Walker complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Throwing on first down. Harper. And Jones has it over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, Harper to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime of this. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's got room. The 20. Boom. Still fighting through tackles. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
94 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to power through. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Blankenship's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harper. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game where Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired, and he's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. Escapes the defender. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays
and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Off the play fake. Harper. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Harper. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Rolling to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the lot?